Welcome to Type C Tech Reviews. Today I'm gonna be showing you the best monitor arm for like 45 bucks on Amazon for an ultra-wide. And if at any point during the video, if you wanna check out this exact same ultra-wide I'm gonna be showing in this video, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but let's go into it. This is the monitor arm. It is Automech. I have used this monitor actually for 8 months, and I got another one and gave the other one to my mom. And we're actually gonna be fully setting this up today with this monitor. This is a very nice LG ultra wide. And you might say to yourself, you go on this and it says like 27 to 32 inch monitors or 24 or something like that. And it says to a 32 inch, and this is a 34. Well, that's okay. It's really about weight, not really about the size. So this is only 12 pounds without the stand. If your monitor weighs less than 20 pounds, it can work with this. All right, so let's get this open. What I really like about this monitor arm, opposed to other monitor arms, is that this one actually comes almost fully assembled. I've used some other ones which are great and very inexpensive, but you really have to assemble them quite a bit. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, so in the box, we have another little cardboard thing, very well packaged, very nicely packaged. And then that is everything in the box. You have a little installation guide. It looks complicated, but it's really not. Okay, so in it, this is for cable management. And then this is actually the height adjustments. You have a further height adjustments. This is actually a little bit more of a premium monitor arm, even though it's not at a premium price. Here is the gas spring arm right here. And you can see everything is packaged already. So there's not a whole lot of, building this thing. You don't have to screw everything together like some monitor arms do. The gas spring in here, I think it's gonna expand. They say don't get hurt. And then that opens up just like that. Super nice packaging. Okay, then beyond that, you have some screws in there. We won't even use all of those. And then this is actually how you're gonna mount the monitor. Now guys, look, this looks really complicated, but in fact, a monitor arm is one of the easiest ways and no risk, because you're not actually drilling into anything, especially if you're renting like I am. It's very easy to put it on basically any desk. Even a desk that has a huge, look at how big that is. You can even put it on something like this if it's not a more normal desk. Okay, so the way that this attaches is it actually goes into this. It has a little thing that actually just slides in there, just like that. So what we're gonna do is actually slide that in there, pull this little tab back, and then it just slides in there. And actually, we're gonna use that to kind of move this around, and then it just snaps in there like that. And that way, we can move this around a little bit easier so that we can put our monitor on there. And then just take it off. Again, same thing, pull this back and up and it's out. All right, so let's go through the whole installation process. This literally is not gonna take that long. And again, if your monitor weighs less than 20 pounds, it'll work with this. Right here is how you adjust the height. So this is where the monitor arm is gonna sit on. So if you want it higher, you literally just loosen this, slide it higher or lower, whatever you want. I'm gonna keep it in that position right there. So we're gonna have it right there. So it can definitely go higher, but then right here, all it is literally just a screw that then screws onto your desk. Or not a screw onto your desk, it clamps onto it. All right, now beyond that, if you actually wanna make this bigger, if you have a super thick desk, you can actually unscrew this part with those two and flip this upside down and just put the screw back in there. Very easy, which we are actually gonna have to do for this desk. As you can see, that's not big enough. So what we're gonna do is actually take these out, and they just come out pretty easily like that. And that just pops out of there just like that. And then basically we're gonna do the same thing to this because we have to flip this the other way. And then those just come off just like that. And then we basically just unscrew this part. I know this looks really complicated, but trust me, it's not. Okay, so now that we have this like this, it comes pre-installed like that, we just wanna flip it this way. So what we're gonna do is just turn this thing around and then screw this in just like that. Now that we have that in there, we then put this little ring back, we put this on there, and then screw the top back in. And that's all there is to it. And then what we're gonna do is put the plate back on this. All right, now that those are in, everything's tight, we can literally now just screw this onto the back of the desk. You can see how it fits. You can see how that fits right into the bottom of the desk. And again, you don't need a drill. That's why you can hand tighten this. You see right there, you can move that around and that'll clamp right onto your desk super easily. And you can see, I barely even tightened that down already. Literally, watch this. And I can take that right off. Then I put this on, 2 turns. Look at how tight that is. Now what we're gonna do, we're literally just gonna pull the desk out just a little bit. We're gonna put this down here. Don't worry about the placement. It's incredibly easy to pick up, move to one side or the other. Now what we're gonna do is just get under the desk just a little bit, just to make sure we got this placement correct. And then we're just gonna screw this down. And again, you can use hand tools with this. You don't need to use a drill. I just used a drill to make it a little bit faster. All right, now that that's tight, we can move this back where it was. And you see, they include everything that you need in the actual box. But if you already have that, you're not gonna need that. All right, so now what we're gonna do, take this, slide it down over the top of it. How easy is that? Okay, now let's go over what's in this, basically what comes in the box. Okay, so in this one, this is for cable management, which actually goes right there. So you can screw that in. If you don't want to use the cable management, you don't have to. Cables go in there. You can route them through that. We will install that with these 3 screws right here. Okay, then all we're gonna do, and actually, let's just take this off to make it easier. All we're gonna do is put that there. All right, now that's all installed. And again, in the bottom right here, this comes pre-installed. That's also where you can channel cables. So they come down here, obviously from your monitor, come down here and then through there. All right, now as well as that, in the box, you get all of those for adjusting things. And then we have this piece. This piece is, again, a cable management thing. So what we're gonna do, put it on the back right there. So the cables come down through here. They come down here, and then you can put them on this thing right there to route them behind the desk. Very easy and simple. The rest of this stuff is for mounting it in a different way, but that's not what we're showing today. However, you can mount it in a little bit of a different way. All right, now for mounting the monitor. And again, you don't need a drill. You can just use hand tools or a screwdriver, but this works with both 75mm by 75mm base mounts and 100. Monitor I have is an ultrawide. It's 100. Yours is probably gonna be 100 as well. All right, so all you're gonna do is you're gonna get your monitor, take it off the stand. Mine just has a clip on the back right here. And then as you can see here, there's 4 mounting screws right there. So we're gonna open that up. And you got your 4 mounting screws in case your monitor doesn't come with it. Then all you're gonna do is make sure this side is facing down. So see up this way, that means this part is the top of your monitor. Then all you're gonna do is just screw it into the back. Now again with this, you're gonna wanna go opposites and not tighten it too tight. I also would not use a power drill to tighten it up. I would use a hand drill to tighten up. I'm just getting it in there with the power drill. Now you can see all of those are in there. Now I'm gonna take my hand screwdriver and just tighten those all up. Remember, go opposites, top corner, the opposite bottom corner, down to this corner, and then up to that corner, and that's it. Then you're good. All right, now to actually get this on there, it is best to use 2 people for this, but if you only have yourself, you should be good. It'll just take a little bit more finagling. All right, so all she's gonna do is pull that back while I come up here, and then she's gonna line it up for me so that I can just get it right in there. And then it just slides right in like that, and you release the backing. Then once all of this is in, especially if you have a heavier monitor like this one, you're gonna need to adjust it. And again, don't worry, it's very simplistic. So at this point, we can move this around, and there's gonna be a couple of adjustments that you're gonna wanna make, especially if you have a heavier or lighter monitor. Again, this works with pretty much anything that has a vase mount on the back. Almost every monitor does. All right, now in the box, they included these 3 wrenches, okay? Now with this part, you're definitely gonna wanna use these wrenches and not a power drill. All right, now the first thing is you can see this is sagging. Obviously it's curved down, and if we push it up, it's gonna come right back down because it's not tight enough there. All right, so we're gonna take the biggest one, and you can see tighten slightly right here. So for more, we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna tighten it up. Then we're gonna try it again, and it doesn't sag at all. So that works great. Only 2 little tiny tightens, not a huge, big, massive tightening, a lot or a little. It's just tiny little ones. Now again, another thing that you wanna change is this. Now again, this is gonna be different whether you have a heavier or lighter one. So you can see here, if I push it up, it then kind of sags back down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten this one up, is we're gonna pull this counterclockwise to increase the tension. Do that just a tiny bit more. You can see they have it right there, negative, positive. Now, when we push this down, you can see it'll stay there. Now that still, I think I would like to tighten up a little bit more, just a little bit, and then now it stays in every position. Now, this is actually really rare, and that's why I love this one a lot, is because a lot of times when you go something bigger on these lesser expensive monitor arms, the tilt is the one that really doesn't work, but you can see here, very small adjustments, and it holds it really easily. You can see we can go up, down, wherever. This holds it very nicely. And for 43, 44 bucks, you not only get this, but you can get it massively height adjustable because you can put this thing up or down. Now again, if you don't like how everything is done, if you wanna move this around, all you do, press the clip in back here, lifts this thing out of it, and then move it, put it back on. That's it. And this is one con, not a big one because of how inexpensive it is. This is a little bit harder to move. So this does rotate, but it's a little bit harder to move. So if you can see here, super easy. This arm right here is fantastic. This one moves really easily. This one, you kind of have to, edge it over a little bit, and it takes some force. But as you can see, you can get these things really nice. You can get them very close to the desk. In fact, you can touch the desk with it. You can get it very high up, way over to you. You can tilt it way up. You can tilt it way down. You can rotate it I mean, absolutely nuts what you can do. I always recommend people, hey, if you're getting a monitor, don't worry about the stand. If you're getting a monitor, just get one of these monitor arms. They're so inexpensive, so easy to mount, 43 bucks. But yeah, guys, overall for 44 bucks, this is absolutely an amazing product. Again, guys, if you want to check it out, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys. But yeah, absolutely nuts. Automech does a really great job with their monitor arms. And I think it's on sale right now for 44 bucks. So if it is still 44 bucks, go pick it up because it probably will go back up in price. But yeah, this was Type-C Tech Reviews. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helps you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy monitor videos, monitor reviews, I do a ton of those, so please consider subscribing below. But this was Type-C Tech Reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video.